you can see that I'm on the home page of the portal. First and foremost, I want to let you guys know this is a real-time portal to BC. There's no importing or exporting data. When you log in, when your customer logs in, it will read the BC database real time using an API and a Azure service-to-service connection. So first thing on here, the login. So right now, I have my portal set up to use a username and password. That username and password, the actual login is associated with the contact on the customer card. You have one customer with 10 contacts. Each one of those contacts could have its own login to the portal. So let me go ahead and log in here real quick. So when I'm logging in right now, it's making a call to Business Central to validate the username and password. And right now it's rendering the customer information from the BC ledger. A couple things with our portal. Like I said, it is a real-time portal. We do have a lot of additional functionality in addition to being able to pay invoices and view past due payments. So if I go ahead and hit open invoices, the first tab here, what's going to happen is it's going to show me my open ledger items that can be paid. We do have an optional setting to see credit memos, and we have an optional setting, if that is enabled, to apply credit memos. And then also if the customer hits the document link there, it'll actually render the PDF. So if you or your partner has modified like any document layouts in BC, we will be picking up those modified reports. Then down here, I've got the option to pay all my open invoices. You can pay one or more of those. We do have a setting that will allow partial payments. That, as I mentioned, that is a setting that can be turned on or off. And then once your customer has identified what documents they want to pay, they would simply hit pay selected. They can pay with a card or ACH. Our system does have a convenience fee model that you can turn on or off. A global setting can be turned on, then you can turn that on or off at the customer level. You see down here, it's going to add an additional 3% if they're paying with card. And then if they pay with ACH, they simply plug in their routing number, account number, and then there'll be no additional fee. If this is good payment, we will write the cash ledger entries real time to BC and close out the invoices. One thing that makes our portal stand out from other people is we show a lot of additional information besides invoices and credit memos. For example, when I'm clicking right here, I can see all my open orders. I can download those orders. I can make payments on the orders. Same thing with quotes. I can download my quotes. I can make payments on the quotes. And if this is a good payment on the quote, we will convert that to an order. Also, we do show shipments in the portal. So if you have a tracking software turn on BC that'll populate, the UPS links, all that would be showing in the portal. Customer can hit their link. If it's being shipped, they can hit the tracking URL to see when that's going to be delivered. Invoice history. This tab is pretty straightforward. They can search by date, document number, and it'll return all their historical invoices that have been paid. And then also there is an amounts paid button you'll see over here on the right as soon as it populates. And if they hit the amounts paid, it will drill in and show them what documents were used to apply to the invoice. So in the example, you see I had 2 payments against the single invoice. One thing I want to point out, our portal does work with ledger entries, and it does work with service invoices. You'll notice this guy right here, it's basically a sales journal. So if you're doing sales journals or full-grown sales order entry, we will be picking up both, as well as anything coming from the service module. Last thing with the portal I want to show you is payment method. This is where your customer can remove payment methods on file, or they can opt to choose to add additional card or ACH.